First, I want you to know one thing. I'm a prophet. The things that God revealed to me are real. What you're looking at now is the slideshow I put together with all the prophecies that God showed me. So at the time you're looking at the prophecies, you can see every single prophecy that's up there is real. Pay particular close attention to the time and the dates. God showed me something the day before, and the next day it happens. God brings something to my attention, and I try to warn the people. So this is the prophet. I have a message for Generation X, and I want you to listen to this message. I'm talking about the children that's born to parents strung out on meth. The children that were born to parents that strung out on crack cocaine. I'm talking about the test tube babies. I'm talking about the baby kids. I'm talking about the kids that have drug dependent habits. I'm talking about the generation born to heroin addicts. I'm talking about children that were abandoned by your mother and ended up inside of an orphanage waiting for someone to adopt you. I'm talking about the kids that's born to parents that's doing life behind bars. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, the one that's listening. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm saying to you, because what I'm saying to you is very important. I can't write the things I want to say to you because some of you can't read. And I'm not saying that to make fun of you. I'm just saying that because that's the facts. Writing this whole thing to you will be very, very difficult for you to understand. I'm talking about you, the one that disrespect the law, the one that disrespect the guardian or your grandmother that takes care of you, the one that rebels against authority, the ones that have a disregard for life and a disregard for yourself. I'm talking about you, the ones that think that the world owe you something. I'm talking about the ones that chase pipe dreams and lust after the things of this world. The wealth, the riches, the fame, the prestige, and the glory. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the ones that sit inside of your house and you sit there and you smoke marijuana all day long. You drink. You get high as a kite. I'm talking about the ones that abuse your body with sex, drugs, and alcohol. You know who I'm talking to. You know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm talking about you, the one that don't acknowledge God for who He is. The ones that don't have no drive or no sense of respect for yourself. You have a diminished sense of moral turpitude. You have no desire to live right. The things that are wrong seems right to you and amusing. You sit around and you record things that's wrong and you laugh instead of helping somebody. I'm talking about you, the one that sit there and enjoy recording fights, and the ones that also get into fights. You fight, you bicker, you argue among yourselves, you act like wild animals, you act like you have no house training. No one can control you. You're going out having babies with any and everybody. You're laying down sleeping with any and everybody, catching every type of disease you can name, going to the clinic every other month. Women sleeping with women, men sleeping with men. You became lovers and pleasers of yourself instead of lovers and pleasers of God. This message is for you. And I want you to listen. I want you to listen very closely. Because the things I gotta say, the things I have to share with you is gonna open your eyes to why you're going through the things you're going through. I understand your frustration. And I feel the rage and the anger that's harvested inside your heart. It seems like the world is not a place for you to live. And the odds are stacked up against you. Sometimes you think you're better off dead than you are alive. Well, I got news to you, my friend. To a lot of people inside this world, especially the elite, you are better off dead than you are alive. You're worth more dead than you are alive. They will profit more off you than you were dead than you were alive. They would rather give your parents $1 million after you are dead, because you are worth over $6 million alive. The organs inside of your body I'm talking about. This generation is like a human junkyard. You know, like they have the junkyard for used cars, like old cars that people don't have no more. Think about what I'm saying to you. Think about what I'm saying to you. This generation is like a used human junkyard that's selling body parts. The people that can afford them. Hearts, livers, lungs, kidneys, you name it, they're selling it. The younger you are, the more you're worth. And I'm not just saying that. I know that. God showed me that. They are selling your body parts to people that are putting bids on them. And everyone is in on it. You just don't know about it. You hear unarmed men getting killed at an alarming rate. There's over 1,000 black young unarmed men that get killed every single year. Excuse me. It doesn't make any sense at all. You spend most of your time feeling low, experiencing overwhelming sensation of depression. You think no one cares about you or what you're going through. Life seems like a roller coaster, and your moods interfere with your feelings, and your feelings cause confusion in your mind, and your soul is uneasy. Not sometimes, but all the time. Sometimes you want to throw in a towel and pick up a new one. What I mean by that is sometimes you want to get rid of your life and adopt a new life. Some of you have been molested. Some of you have been raped. Some of you have been violated. Some of you have been inside of detention centers. Some of you have behavioral issues. These are all side effects from where you came from. But all these side effects, they will be gone. All these side effects is going to vanish. All these side effects will go away. But right now, they're not after you just for the fact that you're black. They're after your organs. They want to sell your organs on a black market to this human trafficking junkyard. They will put your body inside there. They will put your heart inside of there. They will put your liver inside of there. They will put your kidneys inside there, your lungs inside there. Any major organ that someone may need. There's an organ donor list that's long, and there's people that has been waiting for organs for a long time. They ran out. They are completely getting impatient. They set up projects and hoods. They want you to kill yourselves, but they realize that you're not killing yourselves fast enough. So now they're paying people to kill you. Police officers is going out killing you. Not all of the police officers, but there's some police officers that's going out with the purpose just to kill you. When you get your license, they know exactly what blood type you are, and then they ask you, are you going to be an organ donor? And you check off yes. That's all they need to know. And they coming after you. This is an entire different generation. This is an entire different way of living. Sometimes you feel like you're about to lose your mind, especially with the things that's going on in the world today. The pressures of life is weighing you down, and sometimes you don't know where to turn. But I got news for you. You don't have to worry about turning because someone is trying to turn towards you. God is trying to turn towards you. God wants you to reach out and He wants you to grab His hand. But you refuse to grab His hand, but you want to do the same things you've been doing from the time you was younger. You want to continue to smoke weed. You want to continue to get high. You want to continue to lay around with any and everybody. You want to continue to have babies by just any and everybody. And if you don't want to have the baby, you want to run to the abortion clinic. It's time out for that. You need a little self-discipline about yourself. Self-management. Manage yourself. Become greater than what you are right now. You know you're greater. But I want you to know this. When the pressures of life begin to weigh you down, I want you to think about the things that God has brought you through. Of course, you've been through something that's been horrific. That's very difficult for you to handle. Of course, you want to just smoke weed and drink alcohol, get high, be sexually active, but you don't have to be. And when you feel like you're about to lose your mind, I want you to think about this. If you think you're going to lose your mind, just think about God creating you a new mind. And He'll put a new mind inside you and give you a new direction, a new life to live, a new start, a new beginning. From where you are right now, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 12, 13, 14, 15. If you're able to understand this message, you can start a new life right now. You can live a new life right now. It's all the way you think. It starts in the mind. Whatever you creatively think in your mind that you want to become, you can become that right now. But it takes practice. When you practice and you practice and you practice, and then when it's time to perform when you practice, you master what you practiced. And you give a very good performance. And when you want to throw in a towel and think that all odds are stacked against you, don't throw the towel in. You keep going. Press forward. Because that's what the enemy wants you to do. He wants you to give up. He wants you to end your life. He don't want you to live the life that he knows you have potential of living. Every single one of you have potential. Every single one of you have a chance to become great. Who knows what you might become? But if you do the same things you've been doing in your life and getting the same results day in and day out, you're not going to become what you can potentially become. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Are you listening to what I'm saying? Even though it may seem like your life is on a roller coaster, and the thoughts and your moves and feelings are just overwhelming with the world, remember one thing. God has a plan for you. God has a purpose for your life. You don't have to think about becoming the next person that did something before you. You don't have to become a rap artist. You don't have to become the next Lil Ma, or the next 50 Cent, or the next Lil Wayne, or the next Jay-Z. Become next you. Become the best you can be. And when you become the best you can be, and then people want to be like you. But you can't be the best you can be by doing the same things you're doing right now. You can't become the best doing the same exact things you're doing right now. Living a life headed nowhere. Become a part of this list where they want to just assassinate your life and take your organs and sell them. You're better off dead than you are alive. Or you're worth more to them dead than you are alive. God cares about you. He cares about everything you're doing. He watches you. He protects you. Even though you're still doing the things you're doing, He still protects you. When you start feeling down, overwhelmed with feelings of depression, just remember, joy comes in the morning. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And then there's also darkness at the end of the light. So it goes back and forth, back and forth. But when you're in the light, live the light as long as you can. And when you're in the darkness, try to get out of darkness as fast as possible because you don't know what's around you, what's lurking around you. There's people lurking around you. There's people watching you. There's people that cannot wait for you to be dead. There's people offering over $5 to $6 million for a young, healthy man. That's new modern slavery. $5 million for you to be dead so they can take the organs, the heart, your liver, and put inside somebody's body that's waiting on these donor lists. Now, I'm not telling you this stuff because I'm guessing about it. This is the stuff that God has showed me. There's some major states around here. There's people going around looking for young men to snatch their organs. Look at the young man in Georgia. His body was wrapped beside of a mat, and his organs missing. And that's not the first one. There's a lot of cases like that that's become popular now. Feed you all the salt just to preserve your organs. Not because of the side effect of high blood pressure. They put salt in food on purpose to preserve your organs. So that when you go, they can sell your organs. The younger you are, the more valuable you are. The older you are, they can make a deal with your organs. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand me? It's time to cut out the nonsense. Respect people. Avoid confrontations at all costs. Have a different perspective about yourself. Think differently. Don't think the same. The way you thought yesterday, don't think today. Lord have mercy. I done went over my time. I really expected this just to be 10 minutes. But it went over a little bit. But this is the prophet. And I want you to take heed to the message. I want you to take heed to what I'm saying to you. I'm not just saying this stuff to you because I'm trying to get attention or recognition. I want to reach you. You have to stop doing these things. Ladies, keep your legs closed. And young men, stop sleeping with everybody. Stop doing these here wicked things. This is nothing but wickedry. But I'm going to close this out right now. I'll talk to you later on.